And we're on! Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
Hello.
Yes. Due to some technical difficulties, I have no longer any idea what's happening on the screen.
I have no longer any idea what's happening on the screen.
I have no longer. But today we're going to continue the job that we started doing last time we had a stream. We are creating creating encounters this time. Well, we did the first one last time. Now it's the big brother of the last of the one we did last stream. This is the Mimir 1.0 and 2.0 encounters. And we've already made like a nice little robotic skull boy thing happening for the first one, and now we're gonna move on to a second, more terrifying encounter. So yeah, I'm Gard, and with us today we have John, who is basically doing everything on the technical front for me.
Yeah,
Hello, John.
Hello. And I'm trying to figure out a few things here that's...
Oh, that's already gone pear-shaped.
Not quite yet, but I'm just trying to figure out a bit of sound here.
Oh, always an issue. Yeah.
Sound levels and such. And I can't do that unless I mute myself. And my mute didn't work as planned, so I need to figure that out as well.
I see.
So
well.
That will be okay. That's what it should be. Yeah, I will be working on this while you are working as well, I guess.
Well, okay. So yeah, we're doing this part now for Heroes of Sailing, and I guess we could just jump to it. Start by having a small recap of what we did last time.
Yeah. We let's get you your screen. Here we go. The recap. Well, I wasn't there, obviously.
Well, so then obviously you need a recap. Yeah, well, John, not like you didn't already know, this is finally Mimir 1.0. The robotic sort of AI weapon built by dwarves to mimic the legendary Mimir, the god. So yeah, we based this basically off some loose ideas, and also we tried to get him to look a little bit like the Roomba that we made earlier.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, so they're basically made by the same kind of people, so they should have like somewhat the same kind of look. I'm gonna have to excuse the poor quality of what you're seeing here on the screen, because yeah, technical difficulties kind of shot us in the leg a little bit. Yeah. Either way, yeah, so it's basically in this basic family. Apparently, if you have really advanced robotics in our setting, it's usually made by Dvergir.
Usually.
Apparently. I don't know. That's what we're running by anyways. However, this is the first...
Very famous myths.
They're the smiths. I mean, they're the super smiths. If they needed, if anything was cool that needed to be made, you went to a dwarf, and they had it done.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, to the point where there's like, they could even tell you exactly how this thing was gonna fail.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking specifically of the chain that the gods used to chain Fenris.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically like, yeah, okay, just just one of the little links in the chain. It's shittier than the others. If that's gonna break, it's gonna be that one. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, pay your dwarves, people. It's a really smart idea.
Yeah.
So that is the general idea. However, we are now taking this to the next model. If you say that this is like the very first edition, then they're gonna go strong, and they're gonna launch a second edition, which is now not only going to be
is this edition complete as it is here?
I would say, I mean, this one is weathered. These are, I see these as sort of like wild remnants.
Yeah, but
not necessarily under
control. There is one thing the Roomba and most technology in this world has in common, in that they are both technology, but also kind of a bit of a magic. And we are missing something here that I can't see, at least.
Oh, you're thinking about the runes.
Yes.
Yes, you're thinking about the runes. The Ymir hasn't got the runes yet.
I see.
Yeah. No, wait. Ymir? I said Ymir. That's wrong. Mimir.
That's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, way wrong.
Something else.
Something entirely. Which, by the way, I think we got wrong the last time we streamed. Yeah. John pointed it out to me earlier, and it's like, yeah, of course, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. We were referring to Ymir the last time, but this is something entirely different.
Yeah, you started talking about him, the world being made of his body. It's not. That is Ymir. Ymir was the father of giants and the grandfather of Odin.
He's basically a Norse Titan.
Yeah. And but Mimir is a god, Aesir. It's a different god entirely. And he was more famed for his knowledge.
Yes, and also the fact that he was a decapitated head.
Yeah, he was decapitated.
That was still alive.
Aesir war.
Yeah, they did a nice thing, and they had like mutual hostages.
Yeah.
Either way,
in line, and then the Aesir, then the Vanir sort of figured out that the Aesir was assholes. And didn't give hostages of equal value.
Yeah, and that's exactly where assholes came from. Assholes. Yeah. It's just the modernization of that expression.
For those that don't know, Aesir includes Odin, Thor, and most gods.
Heimdall.
Heimdall, yeah, he was also an Aesir.
Yeah.
While there are what is modern mythology is lesser gods is actually the Vanir.
Yeah, which would include stuff like Frey, Freya, Njord, and a couple of others that I can't really think of right now.
So the god of love and beauty and
agriculture, basically, stuff like that.
And fishing and boats.
Yes, the gods of the land, more or less.
Yeah, and the gods that weren't power-hungry, muscle-brained warrior idiots.
Yeah, more or less. Also, we have also on the Aesir side, we also have Balder. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Aesir. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have a couple of. And then we have a couple of interesting ones, which are like half-breeds and stuff.
Yeah. There were lots of those.
Oh, yeah. We had both Loki and Tyr.
Yep.
They were at least part or fully Jotun.
Loki was full Jotun, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure about Tyr, whether he was half or full, but I'm pretty sure that he was.
I think he was half.
Yeah, so they had a very, very colorful family structure. Anyways, that's enough of that bullshit.
Also, that they had frequent families and children with their with the Jotun, which were their, well, enemies. So yeah, friend enemy doesn't really matter. They fucked.
Yeah, well, you know, hate fucking is the thing. So let's see here. Either way, we're gonna make the big brother of this thing here, and I do mean this thing right here.
Yeah.
And we are going to make him slightly more cyborgy this time. So the general thought that we had was that the dwarves have captured a Jotun, probably, and more or less just weaponized its head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna draw some inspiration from this little thing right here, which is an early concept of Jotun that was made. And we're just gonna try to more or less recreate this and encase it in this ironwood structure thingy and put some terrible things on it. So that's the general idea what we're gonna try to do today. Also, let's see here. I kind of wanna... Let's start off with like just a basic shape here. Just because since we oriented this guy looking to the left, I'm gonna just do this one and make them look to the right.
Yeah. And it's because the top and bottom of the card are upside down from the other, they will actually be looking at the same direction of the card.
That is true. Maybe that's not the best idea. Made
you think?
Yeah, made me think.
His stats will be on the left of the illustration.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. We're doing like this. There we go.
The only well, if I may, the exception will be if I make some cards for the digital version on Tabletopia, where we might need to.
We will probably do something different for those for the digital version because you don't get the same tactile feel from sitting around a digital table.
No.
So we're gonna revisit how we're gonna lay this out in a digital version.
Yeah.
And I think we more or less agree entirely how we're going to do that, so that's going to be okay.
Probably. What we could do is, in that version we can probably do cards sideways.
Yeah, we could definitely do it in a different way that would be more friendly towards screen.
Yeah.
So while you probably won't see it immediately, the reference Jotun that I've made is a female.
One in the Godhead challenge.
Yeah, that's a female Jotun. This one is, however, going to be a male.
I need to take a look at the card because somehow. Oh, let's continue working. I will be checking something out.
See here, and kind of got a slight
Actually, the Godhead card says that the bigger bard, the Jotun King, has sent his heads out.
Yeah, but the this is a well, this head here was made as a sketch for an entirely different thing that we just repurposed.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we actually got enough artwork to repurpose shit in case we need stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So that's a female Jotun right there, and that challenge probably needs some new artwork as well.
Yep. So we all need to add it to the list. Again.
Yep. Oh well, it was never off the list, really.
Oh, probably.
This kind of looks like Darkseid.
I don't know him that well.
Oh yeah, no. It's just the like one of the DC Universe big bads.
Oh yes. Actually, I don't know the DC universe that well. Barely know the Marvel universe, actually. I know, but I know it a lot better than a DC.
Yeah. Do you know? Well, I want to say Apocalypse from Marvel, like a big mutant kind of guy. Either way, it's like he's like a cosmic big bad thing. Yeah, I mean it's like Thanos level or worse.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, I don't really know.
Get that from the name.
Oh yeah. You know, it's just DC is a lot more on the nose with their name schemes.
Not surprised.
So yeah, no, they really like to just make things slightly ridiculous if they can get away with it. So they're not trying to sugarcoat anything. I mean, they have a character called Superman. So, and you know, but either way, this is the basic skull shape, I guess. Now we just have to deck him out.
That will be so. What details should we have if we?
I mean, this is a cyborg basically. It's a cyborg head. So let's just assume that at least some of the details that needs to be in here needs to be in the shape like he needs stuff to keep himself alive. But there will also be augmentations. I'm thinking maybe his eyes are definitely, you know, artificial.
Yeah.
Maybe give him 2 digital pupils or whatever.
Yeah, that could be actually be good.
Yeah. But I also kind of want to like just, you know, bring back the whole Viking mythology thing.
Okay.
And make him look like he's part of that entire thing. So I'm gonna give him like a beard made of basically icicles.
Right.
So that can just flow out. I'm thinking this guy is gonna be super cold.
Okay, so he has a coolant system.
Yeah, or maybe basically his Jotun physiology works as a coolant system. So it will trail off.
So Mimir is supposed to, yeah, okay, he's based on the god Mimir, but using a Jotun base.
Yeah, well, Mimir was like either partially Jotun or, you know, whatever.
He was Aesir. As far as we know.
Yeah, but it's
the
still...
sagas never mentioned anything about him being Jotun. I believe.
There were some writings about it. I mean, we did look at it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Now I remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, so, for just sake of argument, the Dvergir have just, you know, acquired a Jotun head and just weaponized it, basically.
Yeah.
So, well, it sounds fair for them. Probably not to this thing, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like being what it is. I don't know. Also, while we were discussing this last time, I was reminded of MODOK, the Marvel villain, which is basically he's just an oversized head with some tiny little arms and legs. Which is, and he is encased in this armor, which kind of sounds fun. So I kind of just want to make this into a semi-helmeted head in a way.
Maybe it would. It would seem fun if he wasn't really helmeted as well. Like, there are some parts over his head, but most of his head is clear, and the technology is underneath or behind or something like that.
Well, he needs
more
an encasement
incorporated into it.
Okay, yeah. So we could do like a like a Borg thing. You could definitely do that. Thinking like at least like the top of his head and the front of his face, that's all like organics for the most part.
Yeah.
But then you see that, then you see like the back of his skull is sort of like riding in this contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So basically like something along the lines of something like this.
Yep.
Now let's see. Now we got a basic outline of this thing.
Should have something underneath, like Mimere 1.0.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs
just to show that there is not a body underneath, that there is just a head.
Let's see. I'm gonna square off this bit a little bit. It would be cool maybe if I kind of went same route in a way. Let's see.
Oh yeah, like the arms underneath. Clawed arms.
Let's see. Maybe it's. Yeah, he could have that. Maybe he has more of them. I mean, maybe this guy is actually huge in comparison to the 1.0 version.
Well, if he is a Jotun, he's a giant.
Yeah, but it's like we already discussed this last time that the first one is quite big. It's like not like a personal car big or anything like that, but it's like
Well,
but yeah, okay. If you imagine like we did last time, that our little characters on the screen right now, they are they are human sized and not hamster sized, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
More or less.
So something's this big, maybe.
Yeah.
That he would be this big, then yeah, that'd be terrifying. That seems like something that could definitely kill you in one blow.
Yeah. Because the encounter does that. If you lose against this encounter, you die.
Yeah, straight up.
But there is also the thing that the encounter is one of the variable encounters we have, where he basically can be a walkover.
This is true, yeah.
In one extreme and completely impossible in the other one.
Yes. It is definitely a very chaotic case. So we were discussing how to address that, and having some sort of battle damage, I believe, was one of the ideas.
Yeah, battle damage like circuitry and such that sparks and are intermittently makes him stop working, and so it's easy to take him in those moments. But in other words, in normal state, more or less, he in the moments he works perfectly, he's unbeatable, more or less. He has a
Yeah,
maximum. He has a maximum of 36.
Yeah, I mean, if
In
we
a
were
game
ever
where
going
you
to,
have a game where you basically have a maximum without any boosters in top level of what? Well, in the 20s.
yeah, he is designed to be an very chaotic thing. Just gonna...
If you're really unlucky when you meet him, there's no way you could get the target value on your dice. You need boosters, everything you can have.
Yeah, I think we've designed him so that it's just about possible at the like as a complete Hail Mary to be able to defeat him when he's at his strongest.
Yeah.
But it's in no way, shape, or form a certainty.
Yep. Should you have more or less like circuitry around his eyes or his forehead or something like that?
Yeah, we could look at something like that. I mean, right now I'm just putting in some plating and stuff.
Yeah. Like a rune-based circuitry, that would be, or a not-work circuitry, that would be interesting.
Not-work circuitry. So it would be kind of like running underneath his skin, sort of, so you can sort of see it glowing through.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
And also, okay, we could pull a Commander Shepard on this one. When I say that, I know you don't know what I mean. But in the second installment of Mass Effect, the main character you're playing, he's kind of reconstructed. So he is essentially like some sort of bionic cyborg at this point. Which shows because his face, among other things, is covered in scars.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you play like a good guy, your scars will heal as you play. But if you are playing like an asshole, then his eyes and his scars stay there. Everything will just start like tearing up, and there will be like light coming through the scars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that could work in a way for this guy if we just put in some like scars, like he has been sort of cut up and stitched back together in a way, and then you see that some circuitry and stuff is kind of like poking through, shining through.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like a combination of scars and subdermal circuitry.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, let's see. For the first one we made, this one, already we can tell that there's a bit of an upgrade happening.
Yeah. He's got skin now.
Yeah, he's got skin now. Might actually, see that gem on his forehead?
Yeah.
Thinking maybe I'll just pick that one up again.
Yeah, it should get a connection there, yeah.
Just to sort of like symbolize that they're in the same series in a way.
Yeah.
Does need to be more prominent than that.
Nope.
Let's see what else. Yeah. Okay. So it clearly has like it has a megaphone as a main weapon. The 2.0 already has its mouth available, so it doesn't necessarily need that. Okay, so we need some sort of microphone, ear type thing.
We also need some kind of weaponry. What kind of weaponry would be?
It's a mind based though. It's mind based. So how would it attack you with its mind? I mean, a psionic attack could be possible.
Yeah.
So it
Front
would
of
have
our sphere.
something that would it's like this one. This is the Roomba is basically a rune reader, so it doesn't actually have guns at its side. It has basically just readers.
Yeah.
But if we go just by something that would look kind of akin to these things and say that they would kind of be like a
Microwave.
psionic gun or something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Or you
or
can
just
have
something
him-
like that.
Or you can have him read the latest minutes from the city council.
Yeah, just basically kill you with boredom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is definitely one way to go. So if we did something like that, if we say that this guy was indeed designed to be terrible. So if I give him like a let's see here. Let me just say that, you know, these are some sort of antenna projector, whatever. Just wrap around his head, sort of.
Yeah. You should probably have grappling hooks and things underneath them as well.
Oh yeah, we need to make that connection back so he gets the because they're like tentacly thing happening.
Yeah, but maybe beef them up a bit.
Actually, maybe make them smaller, but
Yeah.
more of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because that would more of them would signify that he is a higher level, but smaller could also signify that he's bigger.
Yeah.
So
And also maybe add some that looks more like think
Yeah,
excavator
because-
arm. Really.
Oh, really?
With pistons and.
So
things
he's
that
got
are
he's got some
seriously
like
hard.
really hardcore crab arm thingy going on.
Yeah, and then a lot of those tentacle things as well.
Okay, so let's see how we go on that. Let's start with the tentacles because they're like relatively easier to make. Also, if we make them slightly smaller, they could kind of like look like they're like an alternate kind of beard.
Yeah.
So let's just put in some of these little sausages here and see what happens.
Just make sure they are thinner than the last one.
Hmm. And then now let's make some more.
Might even be walking on them.
He might. he could do that. Oh god, this is sort of terrifying. Okay, so let's say that, you know, whatever we got going on here. Oh, this is rough. Kind of liberating to do something rough sometimes. Oh, who am I kidding? Everything I do is rough. Hello. And let's see here. Okay, so that's like some basic, like, short ass tentacles. But then it was the pincers, if we can call it that, the more industrialized heavy shit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, yeah.
Think about that for a little second while I just add some.
Yeah, the attachment points would be. Depends on where to put the attachment points as well.
Well, I'm thinking these naturally would come from below.
Yeah, or kind of to a bit to the side, maybe, seeing as they are. So
I
they
mean,
don't interfere with the other smaller tentacles.
I mean, technically, I would like there to be something here, but maybe more in terms of some advanced gun, maybe.
Yeah.
But also here are some good points where you could throw in something arm-like.
Yeah, that's true.
So, also, I would like to take some of these and maybe redo them slightly, make them slightly longer underneath them, because right now they're just ending at a line. It doesn't look quite as good.
So, at them varying lengths.
Yeah, well, definitely, because they could retract into his body and stuff, like sort of like a jellyfish.
Right. Yeah.
Of terror. Some would probably argue that all jellyfish are made of
and
terror.
You still managed to make a line of the other four.
I did, yes, because I'm. Slightly better.
Slightly better.
Shorten these two slightly. And I'm just gonna throw in a small, tiny one over there, and
maybe a long one on the side there. Show that it's not just the front that has them.
A long one on the side?
Yeah, on the side or in the back.
Oh, like you mean like this?
Yeah, and that is that is far in the back or something, or you. It looks like they are more or less on a plane, all of them. Round plane. But just continue make it longer. Just stick out to the side as well. It's just long and loopy a bit, maybe.
This is a forest of bullshit right here. So,
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave it at that right now, because now we're just getting down to general shape.
You're gonna refine it later.
I'm gonna have to refine it a lot. I'm probably gonna regret my life decisions at this point again, but that's just how we roll. So,
happens every time.
Every single goddamn time. But anyways, now what kind of arms am I gonna give this guy? That's an interesting question by itself. I mean, I could make it like, you know, jointed in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Jointed and yeah.
let's see, jointed, and let's see if we
Maybe even larger.
yeah, right now I'm just putting down skeleton sort of. Okay, so let's see if I say that.
And 2 more joints
2 more joints.
on each arm. Yeah.
Okay, so like.
Because then it looks even less. If you think about hags in D&D, if you have an extra elbow, they are that is frightening.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so maybe actually.
So an extra forearm and then a claw or something. That would be that is.
What about what I'm looking at right now though is like mantis arms?
Yeah, it is. So huge sickles.
Yeah, like.
Wait, it's brain, right?
Yeah, it's mind. It's mind based. So probably
so-
not giant sickles.
Not giant sickles. Maybe a straw.
A straw.
He sucks out the brain after he has beaten you.
Well.
That is body adjacent though. But...
Okay, let's see. Let's just add some clamps on this guy.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
He holds you fast while he feeds.
Feeds on your mental energy.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It should still have another joint somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, it could get really fucking weird though. I mean, to
Yeah,
the point
it
where
could.
it's like, what are you even doing with these arms?
Yeah.
I'm
that is true.
I'm not a great fan of too many joints. Let's see. The hydraulics thing doesn't seem right. I have a feeling that the dwarves would have a more elegant solution.
Yeah. The hydraulics doesn't really work with the when the arms themselves are so thin either.
Yeah, I was thinking that I should beef him up after I kind of got the direction of it, but I'm thinking that the dwarves probably have a more science fiction-y kind of solution to how
So
they
more
would...
steampunk with gears.
Yeah, we kind of went more like hard light punk for the dwarves.
Yeah.
So let's just try this again. So what would be a terrifying goddamn pose for this thing to have? I mean, we could... So if we kind of go by slightly fatter, let's see.
In nature, it's always more terrifying when things look bigger than they are. So that's why praying mantis and such, their forelegs are so high. But also because they have a better reach with their sickle.
Well, it's a pincer, so they grab onto their prey and put it up to the mouth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Although something with an actual sickle in the insect world will be terrifying and cool.
Yep.
Okay, so this is more like crab leg shape to it in a way. And we're gonna put in another joint like that, and then we're gonna put in another joint.
But if you make the arms different, like one arm is a clamp or a claw, and the other is something else, like a syringe or a.
Okay. Let's try that. So let's say that we give him one like quasi crab claw thingy.
Hmm?
And then a syringe.
Syringe or a sound-based, like a big parabolic microphone or a speaker or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Like the ray, you remember the ray guns from the 50s and or all the way back to Flash Gordon. They had a little parabola with an antenna in it.
Yeah, they did. Sort of like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, you might even put in an extra joint with make it longer, more precise targeting from size and such.
Mm-hmm.
Better reach.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. They have more. It has more like a jointed tentacle feel.
I'm gonna give him two
That's
different
good.
kinds of eyes, just to work a little bit off his anti-symmetry.
Yeah.
Because the more non-symmetrical something is, the more disturbing it is to look at. So,
Like my face.
Like everyone's faces, dude.
Some more than others.
Oh yeah, no. It's clearly some more than others. I've known people who have made me go like, "What?" But you're not one of them.
Well, depends on mood.
Really? Your face changes shape depending on your mood? I think you got larger problems, dude. I was like, oh no, my mood right now is
Asymmetrical.
stroke ridden. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna. Okay. So that's more or less an hour of guesswork.
Yep. It's looking mighty fine.
Yeah, I think it's getting there. I mean, this is general concept at least. So let's see here. Yeah, we're going for this thing, right? Cool. Yes. That is certainly cool enough.
A bit of scar tissue and such.
Yeah, I mean, some damage must be. So he's taken some sort of swipe either from an explosion or whatever. Let's say that. Let's see that. Okay, so that's the sound device, the microphone kind of thing on the side of his head. And this thing could be cracked open.
Open for maintenance or something like that?
No, like broken. He's taken a swipe of something that's kind of left him kind of damaged and broken, so that there would be. I mean, the metallics on him is basically made from this ironwood compound. So that's like steel, but it grows organically, sort of like a tree. So the way I see that it could have splintered is that it's kind of in the same way that regular wood would have splintered, only as metal, right? So it's kind of like made little gashes and stuff in the wood where stuff is broken off, and maybe in that places you could see like the inner glowing machinery is like glowing it through, and there might be some residual stuff happening.
There might be, seeing battle scars and such, there might be some areas where on his head as well.
Yeah, I did actually tear off some of his skin here. So these are like giant gashes in his.
Yeah.
Again, we can add more. Just make him generally pockmarked. I mean, this is probably like a Dvargr tank in a way.
Yeah.
So he's probably seen some shit.
Yeah, considering it's prone to malfunction, he definitely has seen some.
Okay, so now we got that general thing down. I'm gonna just pull up like that. So let's just put down a base color. We can start working it off. So we all know that this is going to be in there, so that's fine. That's his other air piece, maybe. Who knows? At this point, we'll just say it is. Okay, let's see. Yep. That's that. Little jowl engines. Fancy, so I'm just gonna do like this. These are all gonna disappear, so this is a complete waste of time. But I kind of like to just get the idea in there, so maybe I won't forget it, but I probably will. Oh well. So let's see here. I'm gonna do that, and then there's a little satellite dish thingy. Cool. Yes. Okay. Nice little universal ball joint thing going on there. Yeah. That's how you robot people. Don't think too much about how it works, just make it look cool. Now let's see here. There we go.
Design 101.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Architect 101 sometimes too.
Yeah, never engineer 101. If you ever want to piss off an engineer, that's how you do it.
The engineer 101 would be way too much. Over. There's a reason we have the word over-engineered.
Yeah, we also have over-designed. Though sometimes we just use your word for it, because everyone knows. Okay, silhouette is Gardified. That is not been used too much, but could be done. Let's see here. Okay, silhouette is looking not too shabby. And now for the goddamn legs. God damn it. Okay, yep. Can I do this in a super easy way? Yeah, I probably could, but can I do it in a super easy way? Am I even capable of making things super easy and good looking? I don't know. Let's see. Try it once more. Yeah, sure. Concentrating a lot. Sometimes not enough. Like that one. What the hell was that? No.
Steady hand. That is not always easy.
What happened to the pressure there? Jesus, no.
Don't be afraid. Run.
Man, this is always a problem when I'm trying to paint something for real. Not like this. I mean, having the Control Z, you know, the undo button.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's a blessing. Except if you try to do traditional media and you're used to this, then it becomes a source of despair.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that right now. So we're just gonna throw in something there. Sure, why not? Too gentle, too hard. Okay. Really? No. Whatever. Cool.
There we have it again. I don't know why that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. It's just whatever. At a certain point, you just gotta have to give up, and I'm at that point. So
Can't really, and yeah, your tablet is old, but I'm not sure you can even blame that.
I'm not blaming it. I'm blaming myself.
Don't be afraid. Run.
It was never the tablet's fault that this turned out the way it was. Tablet's just a tool. It's trying to help me. It's trying to help me do what I'm supposed to do. And if I am failing, even with the best of help, well, it's not really a tool, is it?
Some of them have 2 toes, and others have most of them are 2, and some are 3.
2.
Alright. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of the War of the Worlds Martian crafts.
Well, those are famously tripods.
They are. But
Long
just
ass
the way
chicken feet thingy.
yeah, and tentacle-like.
Okay, well, this is a pretty good place to be right now, I think. That looks fucking terrifying. Kind of. So, right. I'm thinking I'm gonna ditch these side gun thingies because there's a lot of stuff happening here already. So, I don't think he needs it.
And those things close to his beard, his mustache. I thought those were vents.
Yeah, these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're vents.
Oh,
vents are engines or something.
those-
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Turbines.
You made space for them for the guns. Yeah.
Oh no, those I thought maybe they could be like swivel mounted out on the side or something like that, but
Yeah.
since the arms are so articulated, they're kind of taking up the space. So I think that putting in even more information.
In mind-based encounter, also a gun seems not.
He has a sonic
quite
gun right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's good enough. Also, he has like this entire psionic antenna thing,
Yeah.
or at least something that would allude to that. So
Should he
I'm
have
pretty
a-
okay
He
with that.
might have an antenna array on the top of one of them, maybe, or behind.
Oh,
him.
that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Pick that color right there. So if he has like something, just
You know, the old school TV antenna stuff, and some parabolas, and only a lot of radio.
Well, like,
yeah. A real antenna array with a lot of antennas for different for different purposes. Radar globe or something like that.
like a Doppler radar.
Yeah.
That should be on the top of his head.
Well, if you look at a warship and the antenna arrays they have, especially those that.
Yeah, but it's like, let's say that he's got something like that.
Mhm.
So we're just making it slightly flatter so that it's not really aware of what's happening above him, but more like around him.
Yeah.
And then it would just be encased in this thing so that the spinning mechanism inside won't be, connecting with anything.
Yeah.
So that's more like a very small radar dish.
Yeah.
Semi. Yeah, it's semi aerodynamic.
And a lot more antennas on the side there. Sort of various lengths.
Like,
yeah, like that, and even more higher ones as well.
well, he's kind of building in height, you know. So at some point, you're just gonna have to say that's enough.
Yeah.
But adding some aerials and making him slightly more spiky because of them, that's not a bad thing.
Nope.
So we're gonna do it like this. Okay, that was terrible. That was horrible. What am I doing? I'm ruining him. This is why they never made a 3.0. And okay, let's see. That's, yeah, it could be worse.
Could be worse.
Let's see. I'm just gonna put another one of these little weird thingies over here.
It looks
Not
like
sure
the array on the left, on our left, is twisted around a bit more than the head itself. But it's easier to see.
Thinking about this one?
Yeah.
So you want it to be slightly more like this?
No. Perspective seems off.
Yeah, probably because
now,
it is.
Yeah, now it looks like you're looking at him from straight ahead. Well, I'll let you work. I'll not stop you until you're further along. It's a bad habit of mine.
Let's see here. Do. Gonna be okay. Let's see. So let's see. We're gonna. That's that one. Cool. Let's see. I'm happy with that. Sure, I'm happy with everything. Things are happening. Good. Yes, good. Okay, and we're gonna save just a copy of that layer, and
Save the work file so you don't lose it when you lose power.
when I lose power.
We always lose power when you've drawn for 3 hours and not saved yet.
Always? No, man, I've never saved any of the things we ever worked on. Most of them are still here. Most of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we get like a general outline of the guy.
Yeah.
He looks absolutely terrifying.
Yep.
Yep, that's definitely a much worse version of what we had last time.
That's a step up.
Okay. So let's see here. He's got very pale skin, which kind of makes sense considering that it's a frost giant.
And also that he is a machine that needs to be kept cold.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Let's just start working with general skin tone. I'm gonna pick something in there. Cool. Zoom in. And let's see here. Okay. Yep. And we go. And down we go. And up we go. Up there? Maybe. No, that's too much. Let's see. Like that. Sure, that's better. And we go down here, and it's got like a big old forehead. Okay, cool. Damn it! And there we go. Yes, cool. And let's see.
Seeing the undo button in action.
Oh yeah, a lot of that happening. Let's see here. Main reason why I have a lot of RAM in my PC, just so I can regret all my mistakes. Now, let's see. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad.
Right.
Cool, 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 cool. Alright, alright, alright. Yes. Okay, so that's the general color scheme of this bastard's face. Just blue and more blue. But we need to bring in some tarnished brass color. Or bronze, or whatever you would call it. Yeah, that will probably do. Doesn't have to be the same exact
wood
color.
Then do the wood in the end.
Actually, the dark color here is the wood.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So, because it is a very dark, like almost like cast iron kind of color. But we're gonna introduce more color to it because it would rust slightly, oxidize.
Oxidize. Yeah, rust is oxidation.
Yes, it is. So
Oxidation.
there we go, and I'm gonna just try to pick out this ear thingy here. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, yeah, good, good, good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, cool. And up like that, and down like that, and there we go. Cool. Yeah. So this thing is turning out to be pretty ugly, which is exactly what we were going for. So that's fine. Let's see. I'm thinking using the brass color for the joints on the arms. Remove this thing because it's kind of messing me up. Okay, yeah, I like that.
So brass for the joints and wood for the structure itself.
Yeah, I'm thinking that at least. Just to keep the color scheme simple, but also get some variation. Let's see. Give him a slight ring where this is going. Yeah, you know what? Do that. And I believe in the original one, the legs were entirely metallic. So, of this kind of metal. So we're just gonna be a bit naughty. Okay, so that's those parts. Thinking like some of the face plating thing could also be this color.
Brass colored, yeah.
Right, let's make all the detail work brass color to begin with. I think that's gonna work, but we'll see. So. That there, and his eye socket thingies.
On that side at least. Might be a different color on the left eye.
Yeah, depending. I can pick it out. I can remove that. Also, let's see, the top of his head. Like the radar dome could be cool if it was.
Different color.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I just realized that this is gonna be a bitch, but whatever. So I'm just gonna do this for now. Okay, that is good basis for where I want to go. Have a small think.
Give
Yeah.
him a gold tooth. Or a missing tooth.
Actually, I kind of like the idea of a gold tooth. Yeah, that would be funny. Let's see. Just a gold tooth. Let's find. Won't see much of it, but it's gonna be there. So I'm gonna pick the wooden color again, and I'm gonna just lighten it up slightly for this nostril tube. Also, I'm gonna just pick one of these darker colors that's appeared here through the sketches and stuff, and I'm gonna use that to sort of build a little bit of depth among the tentacles underneath them.
Yeah.
So
you're not using shadow and light for that.
oh no, I just to help me out a little bit, just get it out of the way. So because I will also do that.
Now it's just to define where they.
Yeah, sort of like help them fall back into the background a little bit more, etc.
Yeah.
added illusion of depth. Let's see, this one can be in the Forerunner, that's fine. This one can be behind that one. And that one is going across that.
The one in front on the left there, very rapidly got very thick.
Yeah, well, they are extendable, so
That is true.
maybe the ones that are fatter, those who are suddenly very fat, are just retracted.
That is true, yeah.
So you just have to know how to bullshit this stuff. That's how I got my art degree.
Yeah. Just bullshitting.
Yeah, just bullshit your way through everything, man. It's
Well,
fine.
that's what I did on my bachelor's degree.
Oh yeah, me,
You know,
yeah.
as
See,
an engineer. I more or
Yeah,
less bullshitted my entire bachelor's degree.
that is terrifying. I'm glad you're a computer engineer though, and not just someone in charge of roads.
Well, I didn't have much choice. It was supposed to be a joint project, and almost at the end, I finally got to learn that my partner, no, he had quit, and he hadn't done anything. So I said,
Right.
okay, I have.
Oh yeah, you
about
told me
half
about
of
that.
it.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so I had half a project and 2 weeks to make it presentable. That was a lot of bullshitting. Especially when the circuits that we were supposed to use didn't work.
Well, you know, you made it out of that situation. That should be a degree in itself, really.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's.
And
Yeah.
I actually had a decent grade for it, even though it wasn't really more than half of what I was supposed to do. But yeah. So I bullshitted my way through my bachelor's degree.
Yeah, being able to bullshit. I mean, there's a difference between bullshitting and lying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because if you can bullshit your way through something by just using the facts at hand, that's the best way to do it.
Well, considering after I took that bachelor degree, I later got a thesis degree and managed to bullshit my way through several lessons with no preparation.
Yeah. That is. But yeah, but that's the thing. Is like it wasn't a lie. It was just
It wasn't a lie. I presented what I was supposed to. It's just yeah, okay. I have no idea how to present this. I will just bullshit it and wing it as I go.
Yeah, the thing is, like, whenever I had something prepared in class, the response to what I already had prepared were usually less enthusiastic from my tutors and teachers and other students than what I just bullshitted at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if I've been learning the wrong lessons here, but
Well, I'd say that the foremost ability that you have to succeed in life is the ability to know when and how much to bullshit.
yeah, know where the stop button is. Yeah, definitely.
So if you look at everyone that has ever succeeded, they know how to bullshit, but they know when to bullshit and how much.
That's a sad universal truth right there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so now this guy has some definition. Just gonna turn off that layer, and I'm gonna turn off that too, just to. Right. Okay, so
We've got
this
our
guy
own-
is
You haven't got to work.
slowly taking shape.
Yep.
We're just gonna add some more over
He's
here.
gonna look fantastic when he's done.
Yeah, because we haven't really started defining him much yet.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be okay. This is gonna be okay. But let's see. Before we move on to other parts right now, I'm thinking the hair details that he has got, the like icicle eyebrows and mustache and goatee.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that for a while. But
Focus on what's behind it.
yeah, a little bit. Let's concentrate on maybe actually the inside of his skull.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, so he's got these gashes.
Yep.
And underneath, should there be like an artificial skull, or should it be his actual skull?
You might tie him in with 1.0 a bit more by actually having it transparent into his brain.
Okay, so maybe
With
there's a lattice
purple-
work or something?
The lattice work and a purple glow and the arcs that you have on the 1.0. What's it called? These globes with the
Oh yeah, the
lightning-
little
lightning
little
globe.
plasma
Plasma
balls.
globe. Yeah, plasma
Yeah,
globes.
plasma
So-
globe. That's correct.
Yeah.
I think.
So maybe a bit of a tie-in with that, and the gash is actually through his skull. So you see along the edge, you might see part of his skull, and but it's open into his brain.
Right.
area.
So the gashes have actually just penetrated his skull.
Yeah. So you see
Okay.
this. You see the skin. You see that it layered with his skin, and then part of his skull, and then
But
open
at
into
the
his
same
brain.
but at the same time, he's a cyborg.
Yep.
So wouldn't it be his normal organic brain?
That depends on the cyborg.
Well, it is basically
A cyborg is something that has mechanical parts, mechanical and organic parts. So it might be both his brain with mechanical parts inside.
right. So I'm just gonna quickly just get some of these things in here. There's some battle damage right there.
Yeah. It would,
Let's see.
it's an idea. There would be a tie-in to 1.0 as well, in addition to the jewel. But it might be moved to a part of his harness as well.
Sorry, what were you thinking about now?
I'm just thinking that I'm not actually sure.
That's better. Not actually sure. No, okay, right. That makes things a whole lot easier. Let's see. Okay. Get away from me. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. They're not perfectly rounded because this is not a 3D model. There we go. Okay, that's some more details down. That's pretty excellent, if I do say so myself. Which I do. So.
It seems his earpiece. Well, on that side you're working on now, his earpiece seems to be hidden more behind the. Yeah, well, what would you call that thing that it goes around his head like that?
A mantle.
Mantle,
Maybe.
yeah. Maybe the mantle should cover his earpiece more? I don't know. Seems like it should be thicker. I don't know.
Well, maybe the problem isn't exactly that it should cover it, but maybe you should see less of the earpiece on this side.
Yeah.
So we'll.
But also,
take
if
it
you
back a little.
if you look at the, it looks like the mantle on our right sticks out or is further behind than the one on the left.
Yeah.
Given perspective.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm really bad with drawing perspective, so.
Apparently so am I. So let's see here. Let's try to remedy the situation, shall we? Let's take this back. Like so. I'm gonna remove this.
Probably good enough.
So that's slightly different. Now, you were also saying something about how this eye could be a different color.
Yeah, different material.
Could try making it the ironwood dark color.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like so. Okay, now for a couple of things. The radar dish on top of his head, and also the psionic gun thing here.
Yeah.
Those could potentially have a different kind of color to them, just to make them stand out just slightly more.
Different kind of metal. I'm not going to put you through making the dish a mesh.
A mesh dish?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are beautiful, but difficult to draw.
Oh, that would be difficult to draw. But it would be so beautiful. Oh. So let's see here. We go by a base roughly around here.
Looks more like a cone. Not a dish.
It's a bit obtuse angle, yeah. So in that case,
Yeah, and curve. Yeah, curve. Yeah. Looks a lot better. Whenever I see a dish like that, I always remember. Well, I used to work at a school as a IT guy at a school,
yeah.
and our students were allowed to use a computer, their personal computers on the laptops at exams and such. And it used to happen that we usually made sure that they didn't have access to internet as such, but there were, probably still is, cases where students brought their cell phone and put it on sharing mode and connected their PC to that. So at one time, several years ago, I figured, okay, I'm going to do a stunt. So I took a tablet PC that I had, a USB-based wireless network card, and a USB cable, and then I went down to the cafeteria, borrowed a sieve, and made myself a parabolic dish. I went around in the exam rooms, and yeah, those rogue wireless access points disappeared really quickly for some reason. So I went around with a sieve from the kitchen with a USB based network card on a
Again,
tablet PC.
the power of fucking bullshitting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. Oh man.
That was a good moment. And well, because it wasn't wireless access, wireless card as well, and I did have software that could detect. I actually managed to grab a few, and so rumor went around, and yeah, they didn't try that for a while after that.
Oh, nice. That's how you freak someone out properly.
Yeah. The dish didn't really work as a parabola because it was the wrong shape and size, but wait,
Well, that's a prop.
It's a prop, and if I had the correct size, it would have worked. That's the fun thing.
Yeah, just a little bit of psychological warfare during exam times. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff. Let's see here. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna take this.
The dish
one.
came out really well.
Yeah, it's cute. It's really cute. I like that a lot more than a solid thing. I'm gonna get this airbrush thingy here, and I'm gonna just give the tip of this claw just a slight lighter patina.
Oh, right.
Just a little bit, just to show it's been used.
Yeah.
Probably honed down.
Worn down, yeah.
So, okay, cool. Got some of those parts down. Now, the radar dish, should I give that a different material?
Might be, no, go with brass. But the antenna in the center might be oh, right. Oh, that radar antenna, yeah. Yeah, that should be a bit, that should be a bit different material, yeah, to make it stand out a bit.
I mean, technically,
Hmm?
since we've done this, we might do that to this too. You know, and just make it like a strange little Faraday cage.
Yeah, and you have seen not those radar antennas that are encapsulated, but those that looks like a big mesh.
I've seen
diamond
some
shape.
of them. I've seen some, yeah.
Yeah, there are radar dishes that have kind of that shape, but are mesh based, more or less.
So, let's see if I just try this little thing right here. Let's say that it's actually this thing is actually see-through.
Yeah.
Now let's see. I'm just gonna use this sketch layer.
I really want to try to find some reference photos.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna Google.
No.
I'm gonna take this from the top of my mind as I design most things.
That looks entirely wrong perspective compared to the rest of the head.
Yeah, I was trying to make it on like a skew.
Yeah, then it should be the other way around.
Well, let's try this then.
Tilt it, yeah. And you could bit of perspective again by like you did earlier by nudging the bottom of it a bit up, yeah, on the left side. That would be
You mean our left side?
our left side. That is right. No. It, not that much up, but also pinch it on the left side, like that, and a bit up, like that. I think that should be. Yeah, that looks better.
Cool. Now let's see. I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna do this in a different color so I can just see what the hell I'm doing first and foremost. Because I'm gonna keep it brass. I'm gonna keep it brass, but I just want it to. I just want to draw this in by hand so that I see what the hell I'm doing. I can just change the colors of the lines later.
Is it? Yeah, it's supposed to be a dome.
It's more like a disc.
A disc,
almost.
yeah. So again, entirely wrong perspective. Unless that is the behind the backside being the opposite side.
You want to do this?
I'll shut up. I'll give you some. I actually give you some pieces so I can refill my water and get rid of a bit of water.
Ah, thank God.
So I'll be right back. You just continue doing what you do.
Right. I will try to see how this works. Mm-hmm. There we go. Well, more or less anyways. Probably a little bit less than more, but you know. I mean, I know that this thing is gonna work out kind of clunky in the end, but it's gonna be the size of a stamp. Who's even gonna notice? Let's see here. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna make some more mesh thing happening here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not correct, but whatever. Let's see here. Right, so we're past the halfway mark for this broadcast. Is it really a broadcast when it's only sent to a couple of times? Ah, well, whatever. Yep. So, a bit over the halfway mark. By the look of things, I doubt this thing will be done today, but that's okay. This is, after all, one of the really big bads when it comes to just random encounters. Haha, it's the name of the show. And, well, it deserves a little love, I suppose. Now, the fun part is, I'm going to do this for the backside too. Probably. Well, maybe not the small mesh, but I'll make the cage.
Shadow of the cage, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Shadow of the cage. I think we can screw the mesh. That's not too important. For the backside, that is. Hundreds of happy little lines. Happy lines. Here we go. Kind of broke out a brand new drawing glove for this. I'm happy I did. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like that, and like that, and that's the right tool, but it's the wrong layer. Cool. So that layer, and we do that. Yeah. Now, this will hardly even be visible as it is because it's very neutral towards the background, or against the background. But I'm gonna do like this, and I'm gonna delete.
Background on the cards are black, right?
It's, as it stands, kind of dark, yeah. So a dark background will definitely show through this. Just to illustrate, I'm gonna grab some of this darker wood color.
Yeah. See it.
Let's see. Right, yeah. Gonna do a little erasure. Let's see here. So that's his cage on top of his head.
Yep.
And just for funsies, let's see. Yeah, that's that layer. That's fine. I'm gonna collapse that together with, what the hell is that? Oh, it's that thing. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna do like that, and we're gonna do like that. Cool. So there he is, complete. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna add in a tiny little background layer so I can just draw in some shadows. Oh crap. Oh well. Back in time we go. Right. Okay, so I inadvertently made that entire blob there. That was not what I intended. So gonna cut that away. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better.
Mhm.
Now, let's do what I thought that I was going to do moments ago. Okay.
So you want to see a hint of the other side of the cage?
Yeah, it was just a hint. Not much. But... okay. Sure. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Ish.
Mhm.
Very ish. Okay, so that's the cage. Now for the contents. Let's use this slightly different bluish thing for that. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now there's something inside of it. That's okay. So.
Yep.
Cool. And let's see. Okay, so far, so good. Now, I might just quickly jump into some actual shading just to get some more idea of what this guy looks like. So we're gonna go that, and let's see, I need my little palette. Cool. Now, I'm gonna use the bottom two colors for the shadow and light on this one because this is a high level target. And the background for these guys are usually like a dark red or something like that. So I'm gonna try to use like bright red light and counterpoint it with a dark green.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how this works out. Kind of want to get some bumpy texture to his face.
Lots of scars.
Yeah, that and just, you know, furrowed, old, something like that. You know, just something to allude to the fact that this is not a pretty guy. You know, just. I mean, he survived death, so at least sort of. So let's see here. Let's...
Survived or repurposed?
Yeah, probably the latter, to be honest.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's happy about this, but then again, maybe he didn't have a choice. Probably didn't have a choice. He definitely didn't have a choice.
Question then is he the same inside, or is it another personality? If he has a personality at all.
Maybe they just go insane, you know, when they do this to them.
Well, considering who wouldn't?
Yeah, I mean,
This is to have something like this done to them, and be conscious of the fact. That would be devastating.
yeah, I think this is not a good fate, and considering that, you know, it's not even his own people who've done this to him.
No.
So yeah, no, this is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Someone should have thought of that.
Well, considering he's so old, they probably figured out a long time ago, and now don't really have the leisure of figuring out anything anymore.
That is very possible. Also, it kind of made me a little bit happy. I mean, maybe some justice has been had.
Mm.
At least I hope so for this guy.
Yeah.
This is pretty rough. Kind of makes me wonder about Dr. Fnargstrom.
Yeah. That is true. Is he a dwarf? Vargar, sorry, not dwarf.
Well, you know, I don't know if they would consider that, politically incorrect to call them dwarves. Definitely not midgets.
No.
No.
Saying in
Dr.
the MCU,
Knarkstrom?
no.
No. But, I mean, he could have been. I somehow feel he's not, though. He's more like a mad scientist, more than a crazy doctor. This is like Frankenstein territory.
Yeah.
Also, Dr. Frogstrom does pop up in another part of our little shared universe.
Yeah. He does pop up in Evil 101.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe it's not his work. That maybe Dr. Frogstrom is a human scientist. Or something entirely
dimension-hopping
different.
human scientists.
That is the very definition of a mad scientist in my book.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I just went to a place where the Geneva Convention don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Makes work much more pleasurable. Yes, I like it. Though I accidentally made him sound Swedish, but I think he's more like Swede.
Swedish?
Well, it's Strum, isn't it? Fnarg Strum?
Yes. So
it's very Swedish-ish name.
But your accent didn't. To me, it didn't sound Swedish at all.
Oh no! That was my generic Eastern European accent, and that's just completely wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I pointed out that it's like, yeah, that's probably not the right accent. No, he probably would have sounded a lot more like this.
Yep. Bit more sing-song. Oh God, my head completely locked out. Yeah, a bit more sing-song. Tor Heyerdahl.
Yes, we were trapped on a boat in the middle of the sea for very many months.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dr. Fnargstrom must be like the anti-Alfred Noble.
Probably.
Or just an alternate version of Alfred Noble. I mean, Alfred Noble in our universe invented TNT.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, also establishing a peace prize is a nice way to cover your ass. I mean,
that's and establishing your surname as basically a good word.
Yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant piece of just marketing right there. It's like, yeah, nope. Oh yeah, Noble. What do you associate with Noble? No, well, peace prize, science,
being very
good stuff. I mean, yeah. What else did that man do? Create dynamite. Oh. Also, it sounds noble, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose it's Nobel, not noble, but
yeah, it's Nobel.
Yeah, but yeah, it does have a certain ring to it.
So once again with the mystical lights.
Always mystical lights. If you have to ask where the light is coming from, you're not feeling it. You have to feel where the lights are coming from, man. It's just how it works. Gotta have some light sources just, you know, popping off from just off screen on every single direction. So you get some backlight, you get some front light, you get like, you know, little things everywhere. See, this thing right here has lights on both sides. Yeah. Yeah.
Some have lights from the left, some have lights from the right.
Some have lights coming from way inside of them for some fucking reason. You know, it's just how the universe works, man. You know, it's quantum. It's all quantum. Some lights are coming just from above for no goddamn reason. It's just reflecting off some surface that you don't even know was there. There we go.
It's really starting to take shape.
Yeah, getting some of the just little splotches of light just helps bring it into the proper dimensions in a way.
Still not sure what's to be inside of his skull, though.
Nah, still not sure about that. It's a goddamn mystery at this point. I did pretty much announce that while you were away, that this might take a bit more than this stream.
Yeah, I figured.
But that is something I'm very comfortable with because this is one of the big bads.
Yeah. It is,
I mean,
one of
giving
the
him
two
a
big bads.
Yeah, well, kind of. At least one of the two
well,
original
true.
big bads.
Yeah.
And I mean, we do actually love this guy. Even though he is completely genderless. There really is nothing much going on the gender front of this guy at all.
Nope.
Maybe he identifies as a he,
Might be.
but that would be it, really.
For all we know, Jotun might identify as female with beards.
Maybe that's just how they roll.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how their physiology is.
Might be.
Yeah. Maybe their men would be, to us, considered more masculine, and vice versa.
More feminine, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know words. One good words. Find a languager. Okay, so that's some mysterious light sources. They're always good.
Yep.
I'm also gonna just put down some mysterious light sources on this little cagey thingy here, just to accentuate it a little bit. There we go.
There we go. That's good.
So that is that, should I just throw in some shade while I'm at it? Just throw some shade.
I thought I was already doing that.
Whoa. Oh yeah, you've been doing that a lot. I just haven't been doing it. Oh, see, I've been trying to keep it all light and nice and whatever, but you know what? No, it's time for me to throw some shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So we're going with the dark green, as promised. Let's see. And where the heck did I put you? Yeah, I put you there. Yep, there we go. So let's just start with some facial stuff here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, already so much better. Hello, mysterious shadows.
Oh, so the metal on top is not really touching his skull. Looks like a bridge, almost. Beneath, yeah, that's actually cool.
Yeah, so it's on top of his head in a way.
Yeah. Might be that his head has sunk a bit in time.
Oh, yeah, he
So it
could have
doesn't
shrunk a little
really-
bit.
Yeah, it was shrunk a bit, so due to age
And dehydration.
Yeah,
Maybe he's thawing out.
yeah.
Poor
The cooling features of the suit is starting to malfunction.
And his own cooling functions haven't really been working out really well for him lately. We never really established how old these things are. I mean, there are kind of like remnants, as we said, but how old are these remnants?
It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really decided on a timeline yet of the world.
Not entirely. But the thing is, like, there's been so much stuff that's happened in this world. Things that would definitely be considered like extraordinary. There's probably been like terrible mishaps. Large swaths of the world are probably like at least semi-destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some really messed up version of nuclear power.
Yeah.
And as we've established many times before, they have zero ideas of how to keep anything safe. So there's been some meltdowns.
Yeah, zero ideas or zero bucks.
Oh, probably the zero fucks part, to be honest. But yeah, they have had like absolutely no qualms about just doing shit and not even thinking about how to keep it safe. It's not even a part of their culture. So we have been thinking, like, well, me and Tor at least have been talking about how there could be essentially just, breaches between worlds where other things come from.
Ah, like that, yeah.
Yeah, because of all the fuckery that's been going on. So suddenly we have like bona fide trolls and giants and magical things happening and all that stuff because, well, the world boundaries are gone, or at least severely destroyed. And that might be actually why the seals are there to begin with.
Try to keep them in place, yeah. Or
Yeah.
keep a semblance of division between the worlds.
Yeah, and just basically have some control. Because that would kind of make sense in a way that these things happen so much and so frequently just around the time when the seals are broken.
Yeah.
So that is something that we've been just thinking about, just playing with as a potential, world plot. And that would allow all sorts of weird manner of creatures and stuff to actually exist, at least temporarily. And these things, they may not be from our world, from Midgard at all. They might be from like Niflheim or Svartalfheim or something like that. Just come through, either on purpose or by accident. They might be things that have been in like some vaults, for instance.
Might be.
There certainly are a lot of potential for what these things could be and could come from. So yeah, some people come with ideas in the comments. We can figure that one out. Depends.
Are you going
sometimes?
The openings on his cheeks. Would bet that. Are you going to make turbines out of them?
I'm thinking about what exactly I'm going to do with them. I was thinking about making some turbines, but maybe make like turbines out of light in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So that it would maybe it would look more like a Star Trek deflector dish.
Ah, yes. Or nacelles.
Yeah, something like nacelle, something like that. Something kind of show-offy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that anyways. I haven't really made a good decision. Quite yet anyways. But something like that would be cool. Like the nacelles, yeah. Like, can you see that there are like rotating blades and stuff in there, but there's also light.
Yeah. Especially if you look at the nacelles they have in the Kelvin universe, the movies there.
Oh yeah, right.
They really look like fan blades and turbines.
Yeah, because in the original series of Star Trek, they had basically this revolving structure inside of the nacelles in the front.
Yeah.
So they kind of emulate that through that. But something like that could have been cool. Maybe something slightly more detailed, perhaps. I don't know. I'm thinking but something with either purple or blue light would work good.
Yeah.
Purple light would of course be the natural thing to do, considering that that's kind of the magical light scheme that comes off these things that we've created before. So whatever this is not running off the same type of power as as the human machinery, which has a very sickly green quality to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just using some of the purple pinkish light would probably be a good thing, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I just let that sit there for a second. Yeah. Okay, so he's a big nasty bastard, that's for sure.
Yep.
He is definitely more nasty than the 1.0 version.
Could you pull up the picture of the 1.0?
Yep. Bam.
Here we go. Yeah, he's a lot nastier.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on with this guy. I'm really fond of the gold tooth. that was epic. That's great. That's wonderful. Actually, I'm gonna start putting in some hair details on this guy now. Simply because I think that would just really start putting this guy together suddenly and awkwardly. So I'm gonna just grab some color from that part, but I am going to make it even lighter. Yeah. Okay, so there's some angry eyebrows right there. This man has not heard of manscaping. Or he did, but he refused. He rejected the concept. Okay. These are the start of some good stuff happening there. Okay.
Definitely didn't use beard wax.
Actually, I think it's its own frozen snot.
Might be.
I mean, that's what I would have done. Okay, a little bit of lip tuft there, and put in some.
Yep, it's positively old.
Yeah, well, that's only because it's
That's
fucking frost and ice, man. Let's see here.
but with and without it, he looks completely different ages.
Yeah, he does.
That's what a beard can do. It can age you 20 years.
So let's just put in some gradient stuff here. Take up back some of the color from.
You're gonna smudge out most of the drawing afterwards anyway, right?
Oh, you mean the line art?
Yeah, I mean, like you, it's not going to be a flat colored.
No, we're gonna smudge. We're gonna smudge a lot, and I might even also do another pass of light and shadow, but then it would be more like spots and deep recesses.
Yeah, highlights and really deep shadows.
Yeah. But right now we're just working on the flat portion of it, and okay. Also, let's see if I can. Get some. Let's see. Should I start with the shadows? Yeah, I probably should start with the shadows on this one. So let's grab this one. Go.
Again with the mysterious light sources.
Oh, you almost sound frustrated.
OCD, I know.
Well, if you ever choose to make any of these characters in 3D, feel free to get as anally retented as you possibly could wish. Put it through some rendering and get everything like super accurate. This would be a very exciting action figure.
It would be. Hella difficult to make, though.
Well, it depends on what part you will have to, compromise on.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have articulated fucking legs. You wouldn't do that.
No, well, there are methods you can actually do it, but
Oh yes, of course. But are you we're talking about like cost efficiency stuff. I mean,
yeah,
is it gonna be viable to do it?
I know that's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. So there's always a way, if you want to spend like a heck of a lot of time or money on something, then everything is possible. doesn't mean it necessarily should be done.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we grew up in a time where action figures and toys were amazing. So
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Transformers.
Yeah.
1980s Transformers. Holy shit.
Yeah, I remember. I had several of those.
Oh yeah, those were like engineering marvels.
Yeah.
Just because they actually cared about whether or not the robots would transform into believable cars or vehicles and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they really didn't care about that later. It was just like, no, it's a robot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to turn into something? Shit.
And but have you seen some of the later toys right nowadays? Well, we might not even call them toys. They're more collector's items.
Oh god,
They are incredible, and they really
Yes, but
they turn into believable vehicles again. And
yes,
they are
but
so detailed.
Yeah, but the thing is, those toys aren't made for kids. They're made for the people who have been pissed off at the toy industry for 30 years.
Yeah, I know. Considering the price tag, yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, some of them actually just goddamn transform without you touching them. But
Yep.
like Transformers, it was always cool because it was an awesome toy. It had pretty great quality. It turned into exactly what it said it was gonna do.
Yeah.
And it was a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you got like a new Transformer toy, did you ever like read the instructions, or you were trying to figure out how this thing is going to work?
Both.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to give up.
Yeah, or rather, I didn't want to break it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like you come to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not sure if I should do this anymore. So
Yeah.
you break out the instructions. But up until that point, it's like, you just try to figure it out. It was a tiny little puzzle by itself.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah. I really loved them.
Yeah, they were so great. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just jump onto his little turbines and see what I can get out of those. Yeah, snatch some color from there. Cool. And so start off with that, and
I thought they would be much bigger, actually. Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. Throw in a couple more lights.
Looks like the underside of the mushroom.
Yeah, it does. Oh, okay, I can live with that. That's adorable. Okay, and then we're gonna put some other lights here just to keep it slightly. Get some. that, and I'm gonna just get some more pinkish light.
Seems like there should be a ring around the center of that one.
Ring around the yeah, there should be. There absolutely should be. We'll get to that in a second. No. Hide away this thing first. There we go. Oop.
The more you finish, the more I want to make him in 3D.
Yeah, but this is the kind of thing where you can kind of see how you would do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, because face, sure, face. I know you're pretty comfortable with the faces and the modeling of faces, and the rest is just very jagged, easy and like easy geometry to figure out. So I totally see why you would want to.
Also, it looks really cool.
Oh, this is the kind of thing that would like be really cool to have like on a base something, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally. Let's see. There we have that. I think I'm gonna pick up some more of those details further up. Let's see. This was that. Yep.
Those are supposed to be like cylinders, like the barrels, or
Not exactly barrels, more like a psionic projector in a way.
okay.
I'm just trying to make something that's looks like it has a direction without it being like obviously that this is a gun, because it's not a gun, but it has gun-like properties, you know.
Yeah.
Just alluding to things. Okay, what's this? Okay, that's that. Cool. Yeah, sure. Pick up some lighter color. That's the wrong brush. There we go.
I know. When I've 3D modeled Dr. Polonium, you 3D printed and painted him, right?
He never got around to actually painting him because I had to move.
All right.
Yeah, but I did 3D print him. I kind of want to have another go at it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because it was the base didn't come out the way I wanted it to, because I printed it off in just one piece, but you'd made a version which had several pieces also, so I'm gonna try to redo it and see if I can get it even bigger, because I'm kind of hampered with the fact that I have a tiny 3D printer. but that's okay. Kind of want to get a bigger one though, but I can't quite convince myself that I need one, or that I need one. I desperately need one. I just don't know if it's
Well, you can
one of
never
those
have...
needs.
Well, you already bought one.
Yeah, and I get some good use out of that for funsies,
Yes.
but it's for funsies.
I'm
I mean,
waiting on my third resin printer now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about resin printer. I'm talking about a regular filament FLA printer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, because I have 0 of those. How many of those do you have?
2.
Yeah. But then again, they don't work, so it's fine.
Well, one of them does.
They do? Oh, good.
One of them has no problems working. I've just not used it for a while.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, the resin printers, I mean, they do make some lovely things, but,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to bigger things, when it's not that important to have really nice details and crispness and all that stuff, but it's more about the structure.
Depends on how much. Depends on how much finishing work you want to do.
Oh yeah, but if you're totally cool with the finishing work, yeah, with the sanding and filling and everything,
Yeah.
you know, then it's a great prototyping machine. And
It is.
yeah, but if you want like models and nice things and stuff like that, you know, stuff to put on your shelves and stuff, then you know, the resin printers are like gold.
Yeah.
It's wonderful what they can do. I mean, I'm talking like I actually know what I'm talking about, but you know, John has actually taught me like half the stuff that I know. So, and that was when he was being lazy. So whatever information I don't have, well, blame him. So yeah. Okay, now I'm looking at this guy right here now,
Yeah.
and I was looking at his black eye, and I'm wondering, is it a cyborg eye? Or is it his natural eye?
I don't know, but I really would like to have those 2 pupils in that eye, but shining.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. I mean, normally he would have a single pupil, but
yeah, what if he has 2 white pupils?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
And the other, on the other eye, they are pink, like the rest of the.
Okay, so he has 2 pupils in one eye.
Yeah.
That's the general idea. Okay, cool. And they're white.
They're whites.
As in, then it's just a spot of white light inside of that, and then it would be okay. Let's.
Or they have 2 white irises.
3, 2, run.
Let me try and see what happens. That's a bit too close. Now let's see here. What can we do with this bastard? We're gonna put in. Okay. Some shadow on top. So, drag this back in. Color. And
I'm thinking the center should be black, maybe. Yeah, center should be black and much more white iris.
like this, we do like this, and bring up the luminosity.
Don't be afraid. Run.
Yeah.
Like so.
And if you have the, if you put in the, you know, like I always have the flower-like shadows.
what now?
You know how an iris looks like, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That I think I'm just gonna go with. Let's see. Give me a moment.
When I actually, that's something reminds me. When I was in Andorra.
Excuse me while I have to go and answer the door.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
That is true. Well, I'll hold off on that story until he's back. And let's see, we are closing in on ending on cutoff time actually, so guessing we will stop after this. We will not be done with it this time.
No, we will not.
Nope. And we don't have much time left until cutoff, so I guess you're getting done a bit with this, and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this as far as I can go, but we're basically just 10 minutes out.
Yeah.
And ending this today is not gonna happen. But that is all good.
Yeah.
So.
But I was starting on when it comes to the pupil and such things. I was in Andorra in June on a holiday. Well, I was visiting there because I was there for a few days. And I happened upon yeah, that looks good. I happened upon a stand.
I'm sorry. It looks like there's a tiny creature with large eyes looking out of his skull.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Well, yeah, no, it's this will stick. But you were saying, yes.
But I came across a stand by with a photographer or a company, and they had a stand where they took pictures of your iris.
Oh yeah.
And then both irises, both left and right, and then made art out of it.
That's nice.
They printed out and framed, or you could buy it, get it printed on a metal sheet or something like that and hang up. I got one of those actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, I took the chance. Well, it's something special and something that I remember. So I have it on my shelf here. It actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, and I got pretty epically shitty eyesight, so I've had to go and have my eyes scanned every once in a while just to see if I don't turn into like a blind person.
Yeah. And
when they do, they kind of take a photo of the inside of your eye. Right.
Yeah. The retina, more or less.
More or less a retina scan. Yeah.
Yeah. Retina picture. I've had some of those myself.
Yeah, I've had plenty, but it's whenever I do one of those, it's oh shit, I want that framed on a wall.
Yeah.
It looks like a universe.
It does.
It's quite insane.
I'm thinking that I should the mechanical eye should have two pupils as well, but pink.
It should reflect what's happening over there, but it should be a more mechanical version. Yeah, definitely. So we will be working a little bit more on the eye next time. Get some maybe make it a ball inside of a socket, kind of,
Oh,
and then add like the light focals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, having a light as a lens is a very strange concept to me, really. If you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Strange thing. So let's see. I'm just doing these little things right now. I'm not even trying to get anything done. I mean, mentally, I'm more or less done for today.
Yeah, for today we might be pretty much done.
Yeah. Anyways, this is how far we got today.
Yeah.
Working on this guy. I mean, he's quite epic.
It is.
Yeah, I do like what we have done here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Looks
there's
really
the first
good.
one.
That's the first version.
That's his
1.0.
little brother.
Yep, 1.0. And then 2.0.
Yeah. So, you know, once we just get, you know, 3 hours more work on this guy with some more details in there, some more texturing and shading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's gonna look really good.
he's gonna look like something that can kill you in one blow.
Yeah. Because Mima
So,
2.0
yeah.
can do that.
Yes, he can.
It's not even an HP loss. It's just
Straight out dead.
out dead.
Yeah. Which is, again, terrible when, you know, you get all the cards stacked against you.
Yeah.
It's a very
Mimir-
deadly game we've made.
There are only 2 cards that do that. 2 encounters.
Straight
That's
up.
Mimir and
Yes.
Mimir and the Cave Troll.
Yeah.
They're the only ones
They-
to kill you outright if you fail.
Yeah, and they're mirrored of each other. I mean, one
Yeah.
is mind based, the other one is body based.
Yep.
This is naturally the mind based one. But yeah, no, this is. I mean, it's still pretty flat.
Yeah.
It is still pretty flat, but you know, we'll get to that. We'll make it more rounded off, get some more shading in there, more details and stuff.
Think a bit more about if we want to have openings into his brain.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, not those things. That's the layer. Yeah, I mean he's gonna get those things into his brain. There's gonna be like some sparks flying off him because he's not at 100%
Yeah.
working capacity.
Yep.
We're gonna have some some cold.
Maybe
smoke,
some of it.
whatever.
Maybe some of the tentacles at the bottom should be half torn off as well.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's also a thing we could do.
Broken antenna on top and such things.
Yeah, small details like that.
Yeah.
And you know, then we have to like, you know, attack the whole idea of his skull.
Yeah.
Those might just be gaping wounds in his biological body,
Might be.
to be honest. There might be some dirt on him. There might be like, I don't know, some blood running that's like caked and run down his face or something. Maybe he has facial tattoos.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that can be done, and also, and this goes for both this one and his smaller brother. They should have the like the trademark runic magical glyphs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fleshing out to do on this guy yet, but the basis is here, and he's honestly looking way cooler than I thought he would. So,
Yeah, he does.
yeah, no. So I don't know. I'm quite enjoying the experience once again.
He does look like an encounter that, yeah, this will either kill you or you're very lucky to get away.
This is some otherworldly goddamn encounter, and it's gonna tear you a new one unless you have a chicken on you. Or you get really lucky.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of people get really lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, honestly, it's not as intimidating necessarily as Dr. Fnark. No, not Dr. Fnark, but Dr. Yakel.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one can
you
be
meet-
straight up terrifying.
If you encounter him while walking around and not by going out hunting, yes, he is terrifying. Especially in lower level, because you can meet him in lower levels. This one you meet in higher levels.
Yeah, you meet him at level 3 and 4.
Yeah, and at that point, the difference doesn't need to be that big. On average, the difference isn't that big, actually.
No, I mean, the average would be something like 18, I believe.
Yeah, in the middle of between 4 and 36. His minimum is 4.
Yeah.
And his maximum is 36. So it should be.
So if you say 8, let's say 20.
So
or
60,
22.
Yeah, 20. 20 is actually the average.
Yeah, so that's quite high. I mean, what people who haven't played this don't know is, of course, that you start off with an 8+ base in those things, and you can add to those and become quite powerful using gear and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like, but that's the target you have to hit. That's your stat plus your die.
Yeah, and your stat starts out at 8. In level 3 and 4, it's 9 and 10, I believe. That is the base
something
stat.
like that.
And then in level 3, you have a D10 to add to that, and a in
D12.
D12 with a level 4.
Yeah.
So you have, if you don't have any boosts at all, you have in level 3 you have a maximum of 19, which is not enough for his average, and a what is it 22 actually, and maximum in level 4.
You can squeeze by if you are not boosted.
Yeah, if you don't have any weapons or armor or any card on hand that boosts, you better hope that he rolls below level.
Let's be fair. Usually,
average.
by the time that people have come to level 3 or 4, they usually have both a weapon and an armor equipped, and those things do help a lot. They could even the playing field.
They do. So at level 3 and 4, when you encounter this one, the difference on average is not that high. You have a fairly good chance to beat him. But because his stats vary so wildly, you can be unlucky and have impossible odds.
Yeah, he's a complete wild card. You never know exactly what kind of version of this person, this thing that you're gonna meet, which is why I basically love it. But other encounters like Dr. Yakel Exfil, he has a terrifying stat on his mind stat, which would it would be like 17 plus your die.
Yeah.
So it's already really bad from the get-go. But again, really good loot.
It is.
But this guy, also pretty good loot, but terrible consequences if you should actually just fuck up and die.
Yep.
But then again, dying isn't really that much of a problem in the game anymore.
Even though, no, not really, because you just continue without your cards. But but still, you still lose some, and it is not fun to meet him.
No, it's not. But more importantly, it's 1 minute over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, take us out.
Yeah. So this has been us making Mimir 2.0. And we still have at least one more episode to go to finish him, but that's gonna be fun when we get to that. So thanks for watching us, and if you want to see more of what we're doing, and just keep tabs on various updates concerning our 2 games that we're working on, go check us out on Facebook, Tombs Foundry, and at our Discord channel, which is basically our office at tombsfoundry.no/discord. You'll find our previous videos and VODs on at Tombs Foundry on YouTube, and of course this is going live on Twitch TV/Tombs Foundry. And finally, we're working on stuff to put on our TikTok account at Tombs Foundry. And sometimes we might even consider updating our webpage, which is tombsfoundry.no.
Yep.
Yeah. But for now, I'm spent.
Yeah.
John's probably spent too. I have waffles to make.
Oh.
Yes, I do. So I'm just gonna say, well, thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Like